Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. We are James and Keli, and we lived in China for 4 years. While we were in China, we visited 17 different provinces, and each one of them had something unique about them. We know planning a trip to China can be very difficult because there are so many things to see and do.
We always get asked the questions, where should I go in China? What should I see? What should I eat? What was your favorite place in China? And we could talk for hours about every place that we visited in China. However, after seeing all of the comments we got on our tips for traveling in China video, we knew we wanted to share with you more places to visit in China besides just Shanghai and Beijing.
We have broken up this video into 3 different categories: history/culture, food and drinks, and landscapes. And this was a pretty difficult task for us to do. And honestly, most of these places that we listed could fit in all 3 categories, but we put them into each specific category based on what we enjoyed most about those places. We have made a video about each place that we have visited in China, so if you want to see all of our experiences, you can click the link above to start from the beginning. China is full of historical and cultural places, and this category was probably the hardest to narrow down. For all of these historical and cultural places, we would recommend doing prior research because in many of these places there might not be good English translations, so you might not understand what you're seeing or basically what's happening around you. These places are not in order of our favorite, they are just in the order that we have written them down. We would recommend going to all of them because we personally love learning about history, but you can pick and choose which ones you would prefer to go to.
To start off, we're talking about the Terracotta Warriors, which is located outside of Xi'An in Shanxi province. These warriors are made out of stone, which were discovered by a farmer who was digging a well on his farm. These warriors were built into the ground to protect the first emperor of China in his afterlife. When you visit, you get to see different excavated sites where they have uncovered hundreds of warriors in many different positions, on horses, and holding different weapons.
Our next location is Dunhuang, which is located in western China in Gansu province and was a major stop on the Silk Road. Here are the famous Mogao grottos, which are Buddhist caves that were built into the sides of cliffs, but over time were covered by the Dunhuang Desert. They have been preserved and some were built between the years 1419 and 1439. Along the Silk Road, there are many grottos for you to see. This one we would really recommend.
Next up is Harbin, which is located in the north of China in the Heilongjiang province. Heilongjiang borders Russia, which you can see in the Russian influence in the Harbin architecture. While the main reason to visit Harbin is for the Winter Snow and Ice Festival, we would highly recommend also going to visit the 731 Museum. China has a lot of history regarding the Japanese imperial invasion. While the museum is very graphic, it portrays the horrific acts of the 731 Japanese unit.
The Great Wall, which of course everyone wants to see. The Great Wall spans over 21,000 kilometers, which is over 13,000 miles, and has been restored in certain locations, where others have been left to Mother Nature. We have visited the Great Wall in 3 different locations: the far west in Jiayuguang, the far east in Dandong, and an unrestored section in Hebei. Each of these locations we have been impressed by the sheer size of the wall and the geographical locations it was built in.
Located in Fujian province are the unique Tulous. Tulous are massive circular earth structures. These fortified structures are home to the Hakka people, who lived in them as a defense against attackers. These structures could hold entire clans, up to 300 people. When you visit, you can choose to stay in a local Tulou.
One of the saddest histories we learned about in China would be in Nanjing, which is located in Jiangsu province. Nanjing used to be the capital of China and was one of the places hit hardest by the Japanese imperial invasion. You can go to the Nanjing Massacre Museum where you can learn about the horrific events that happened during this invasion.
Dandong is located in Liaoning on the Yalu River, which is the border of China and North Korea. Here you can learn about the broken bridge that once connected China and North Korea. You can learn about the Korean War from the Chinese viewpoint, and you could also visit the Great Wall, which gives you a great look into North Korea.
Our last historical location is Leshan, or the Great Buddha, which is located just outside Chengdu in the Sichuan province. Leshan is home to a giant Buddha that overlooks the joining of two rivers, the Min and Daodu River. The Buddha is not only the world's largest and tallest stone Buddha, but it was built to protect ships from the turbulent waters of the joining rivers.
While there are so many different historical and cultural places to visit in China, these were just our top 8 places that we would recommend to anyone that is going to visit China. Now on to our next favorite topic, which is food. While everywhere you go in China, you are not going to be disappointed by the food choices available. Every province has its own unique style of food, and you are going to want to try as much food as you can while you're in China. But we narrowed down our top 4 choices of places that you must try their food.
After visiting the Terracotta Warriors, you can go into Xi'An and try some amazing Muslim food. You can head to the Muslim market to try a variety of different dishes, and one of our favorite sandwiches was the Rojao. You can also try different types of noodles, from Longji noodles to one of our favorite staples, Niuro Chow Mein.
Chengdu is located in the Sichuan province, where you can go and visit the Leshan Buddha and see some adorable pandas. But it is home to Chengdu's spicy food. While we were in Chengdu, we went on a food tour with Lost Plate Food Tours to try local dishes. We had so many incredible dishes that we would not have been able to find if it wasn't for the food tour. Sichuan food is still one of our favorite Chinese dishes of all time.
Next up is Chongqing, and Chongqing brings spice to a different level. While our mouths burned, we loved everything we've tried in Chongqing. It is the birthplace of spicy hot pot. Hot pot is now one of the most common social gatherings for friends and families to enjoy together. Chongqing is also home to our favorite noodles, xiaomian.
And of course, you can't miss out on going to Qingdao, which is home to the famous Qingdao beer. Not only does Qingdao have Qingdao beer, but it is also great for its seafood. However, most tourists just come to visit the Qingdao factory and to grab a bag full of beer.
These are only 4 places that we have named for delicious food in China, but to be honest, we have never been disappointed by food we have eaten in China, and every place we have gone to has had something great to eat. Our last category is landscapes, and you will not be disappointed by the amazing landscapes that you can find in China. Each one of these places has truly exceeded our expectations, and we are going to try and list as many as we went to.
One of my favorite places that we went to for landscapes was Yangshuo. Yangshuo is a very popular climbing destination in Guangxi. This city is known for the karst mountains, which resemble tiny pimples popping up all around you. While in Yangshuo, you can take a day trip to Xinping to see the famous 21 Bill spot, hike different locations, take a river cruise tour, or even rent a motorbike and enjoy the beautiful scenery.
One of my favorite places that we visited was the Longji rice terraces. The Longji rice terraces are outside of Guilin, also in the Guangxi province. These are considered the most beautiful rice terraces in China. Each season showcases a different view of the rice terraces, and you can also choose to stay at a local homestay at the top of the rice terraces.
Zhangjiajie is located in the Henan province. It is the mountains that inspired the floating mountains of the Avatar movies. Zhangjiajie's mountains look like they are being pulled into the sky, and no matter the weather, you will be amazed by their unworldly looks. While this is a very large tourist attraction, there are hikes that you can do to get away from the crowds.
Next up is the best hike that we have gone on in China, which is Tiger Leaping Gorge. Tiger Leaping Gorge is located in Yunnan and has incredible views between the Yulong and Haba Mountain. During the hike, you are walking along the cliffside of the Haba Mountain, and you get to visit several villages that are spread throughout the valley.
After finishing your hike at Tiger Leaping Gorge, you can head to the Jade Dragon Snow Mountain, also known as the Yulong Mountain. The Yulong Mountain has the lowest latitude that presents glaciers in Eurasia. While you can take a cable car to the very top of the mountain, you are also able to see a cultural show with mountains in the background.
Our last incredible landscape is Huangshan, which is located in Anhui and home to the beautiful Yellow Mountains. Huangshan is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and while it has played an important role of history, art, and literature in China, we absolutely love the breathtaking view of the sunrise and sunset on the top of the mountain.
While these are some of our must-visit places in China, there are still so many more options to choose from than what we have listed. And of course, we wanted to give one last honorable mention to Suzhou.
Suzhou is considered one of the heavens on earth to the Chinese people. It has many water towns and is nicknamed the Venice of China. It is home to many beautiful gardens and is even the parent city to Shanghai.
We also lived here, so it's pretty great. We do want to note that we lived in China during the pandemic, so what we could see and do while in China was very limited. We still saw as much as we could, and we were not disappointed with any of it.
While this video may make choosing which places to go even harder, we hope that this video gives you even more amazing places to see while in China.
Thanks so much for watching our video. If you thought this video was helpful, please make sure to give it a like. And if you have any places that you recommend people to visit while in China, leave it in the comments below. Please make sure to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye!